Alright, folks. I'm waiting for my sound to boot up, and then rock and roll here. Let me turn off my TV. Okay. So this is a look at. I'm pretty sure it's. Yeah. I was waiting for my sound to boot up. Having I'm having headphone issues. So me and my co-pilot's here, so I'm talking to my co-pilot. He watches my videos and makes sure everything goes really good. He's kind of like my monitor. So last year I did Jonathan Hoang, and I'm pretty sure it's Jonathan Hoang. Hey, co-pilot, can you check? I'm pretty sure that's H-O-N-G, not just H-O-N. I want to be sure. So last year I did this. Last year I remember reading about this, and I think it was Reddit, and I saw that he had left his house. There were surveillance cameras that saw him leave, and he took his iPad and his shoes. Yeah, H-O-A-N-G. So I uh, I did that back when this first came out, when I first saw it. And one of the things I saw was the back of a store, a gully where it looked like there was an encampment. There's people, probably vehicles, but I didn't see anybody in particular. But it felt like Jonathan was with a girl, or there was like somebody who appealed to him, and that's where he went to. But his current location at the time I looked for him was a gully behind a store, um, in the general area. Now, I don't know how far away it was. I didn't have any details other than it was a parking lot and an embankment and a steep ravine. And I know around Kirkland, Washington, there's a lot of areas that qualifies for. So it's not like I actually came up with any good usable data. So I figured I'd try again. I'm a little burned out from work. I'm really exhausted. I'm smell funny, and I figure, you know what? Time is right to do a view. Because there's no better time than when you're tired and exhausted. So we're going to do three things. We're going to look at, let's write this down so I don't forget them. So we're going to look at current location. Current condition. Any location, or landmarks. Um, Proximity. And any people. So one of the cases I did a long time ago was a young man off of Reddit, and I can't remember his name. I can't even remember what country he was from, but it was an interesting 4 weeks in order to go through and do everything I can to find this young man. I was never able to successfully find the body, which turned out to be inside of a house, uh, underneath a set of stairs. But I did find personal effects. I actually drew people who were involved with the case, and I was able to find details about the case which were very pertinent. I was really disappointed that I couldn't literally see where this kid was at. But we, it was a group of us. We did a really good job in. You do have a typo in the first name, second and last letter. Jonathan, not Jonathan. Oh, okay. All right. Well, cool. Thank you. So that was a cool case. I just never was able to follow that case to completion. Oh, in the video. Ah, I'll have to I'll have to go through and edit that. Actually, if, I don't know if yeah, the video name. I'll edit that video name when I get a chance. Um, so I'm hoping I can do more than just come up with details of this person. I would actually like to find this person, but we'll see what I can come up with. Um, my track record for locating things around the person and the person's conditions are really good, but actually, I have, you know, I've come close, but I've just haven't done it yet. So let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can come up with. So first things first, let's do a quick ideogram. Um, so I want to do some ideograms for Jonathan Hoang. Jonathan Hoang is a target. I want to do some ideograms. All right, so I've got for my ideograms, I've got water, energy, signal, power, which can be one of many things. I've got a structure, fence, covering, road, tree. Uh, I have other. I'm not quite sure what this one means. I have a Q. So there's a word with a Q where Jonathan Hoang is. There's a word with a Q. I mean, is this a... If I was to do a search for store, let's say it's a store. If I did a search for stores with the letter Q, in let's just say Washington, but expand the area to about 60 miles, right? So we just did a 60-mile search for the stores with the letter Q. Quickie Mart, Q Mart, I mean, I don't know, grocery stores. Um, Quality. Now, one of the things I am seeing is a covering, debris, and then one shoe. Now, is the possibility that the one shoe means that there's one shoe left on a site somewhere and there's like trash there? Is Jonathan here? I don't know. So I've got water, I've got structure, I've got a fence, I got a covering, I've got a road, I've got a tree, and I got a queue, and I've got an other. Yeah, funny thing is, so I'm looking at this ideogram right here, and I've got slopes. I got hills. And I've got not quite sure what this is. I mean, it feels like it's supposed to be something, but I can't tell what it's supposed to be. So I don't know. I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah. Oh, cannot see bottom. Okay. Is my camera slightly crooked? I am sure my camera is extremely crooked. Let me zoom in on my whiteboard. Sorry about that. I've got a very short cord attached to a cheap camera, and every time I move my laptop, since my main desktop doesn't work, uh, every time I move my laptop, the camera gets bumped, and then the positioning of the camera absolutely sucks. So I'm going to try to zoom in on the left side of the page so you guys can actually see it. Because this is where all the ideograms are, and we'll review it one more time. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me try it one more time. There we go. That looks pretty good, actually. All right, so water, power, structure, fence, road, covering, trees, slopes or hills, and the letter Q, and then an other, right? And the other, I don't know what that signifies. I don't know if that's a person or if that's a, you know, if that's someone departing. I really don't know. So with these ideograms in place, now I can start looking at current location, condition, landmarks, proximity, any people involved. So let's look at the people involved first. My initial assessment on people involved was the fact that he was lured to or told to go somewhere. You don't just jump out of the house on a cold night because you're upset, although this is a possibility. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe it's a combination of things. Maybe he was angry, but he had somewhere to go. But why wouldn't he take his familiar items? So that's why I think there was somebody involved. But that's my brain saying that. I mean, I'm not seeing anything other than what I see now, which is a shoe sticking up and then covering. So for the initial scenario where we had a young man running down the streets being videotaped. So we're looking for a destination. And one of the things that I get is roaming, travel. And of course, with these words, it kind of, I get a feel for like an RV. Let's say it's a van type class. What is that? Class C? I can't remember what the van type of RV is. It doesn't feel like a truck type. It feels like a van type RV. So that's just a kind of like a mental picture when I look at these words, right? So an RV or a motor lodge or something that travels. Not pulled, but it travels. So, um, now my question is uh, small car. It's foreign. Foriegen. No. I before E except after C. So for IE. All right. Copilot, help me out. How do I spell foreign? F-O-R-I-E-G-N? Because that sure doesn't look right. This is a Toyota or a Honda or maybe a Kia blue or gray or blue gray. It's on the lighter end of the gray and it's kind of leans toward blue. So there you go. So it's a small car. It's foreign. It's either a Toyota, Honda, or Kia. Um, so now I have two actual groups involved. So I have somebody who's driving the RV, somebody who's driving the Toyota. So what I'm looking for are these two related or are these two separate things? Is this just somebody near and this is the vehicle I'm looking for? Because he must have been heading to a destination. I mean, an actual place. And, I don't know. I mean, the question would be, did he have some friends online? Class CRV is kind of where his van in front with the sleep thing over the front. I think so. I'm not sure. I had a truck body with the RV back, so I think that was a Class A. I can't remember the classes. Um, but this feels like it feels like I wanted to say Chevy, but it feels more like a Ford with the V10. That'd be a Ford. I didn't know they put them in Chevy or in the vans or the van style. So that actually, give you the how old this RV is, because I don't think they use V10s in the RVs now. I think they steered away from those because they didn't do well in storage or something like that. I don't know. I might be wrong. I got to figure out how to spell foreign. That's just driving me nuts. Riegn. Well, what do you know? It's EI. Huh. Foreign. That's pretty wild. Foreign affairs. Okay. Boy, that just looks wrong. But doing it the other way looks even worse. So, all right, we're gonna go with it. Did you? I spelled it above. Oh yeah, yeah. EIGN. It just looks absolutely wrong, and I don't know why. Okay, because I mean I before E except after C. Go figure. Anyways, back to what we got. So any people involved? I have an RV. I have a bluish gray foreign make small car. So it's not a compact. It'd be not a subcompact. It would be like a sedan or a compact style with the little bit of a trunk. Um, I would say, God, 2015 to 2015, 2018. That would make it, what, 7 years old? So it's an older vehicle. Looks good. It's been dented and it has garbage inside. Um, so my question is this who's driving the Toyota? Feminine. See if I can screw this one up. How about female? Feels female. Feels I don't know if it's a girl or not, but it just feels female. This feels male. So whoever's driving the RV is kind of older and rough. The Toyota driver feels female and uh, has more different emotions than this one. So two completely separate people, two two completely separate vehicles, and I don't know if they know each other. So I now have two people of interest. Um, so I got a brush here. I have looks like a panel, and then garbage. So I mean, I got greenery all over the place. I got what feels like trees nearby. I have bushes and stuff shooting up all over the place. Interspersed in all that mess is a shoe sticking up and cover. So I know the shoe's important. The one shoe is very important. So I don't know if it was left there or if this covering actually means something. I don't see what's under the cover. I don't see how the shoe is sitting there other than the fact that it's sticking up. So I'm not saying that he is there, I'm just saying the shoe is sticking up. I'm saying there's a lot of garbage. This also feels like it's the bottom of, or it's in a basin. Okay. So there's water nearby, water flowing by. There's I'm not quite sure how to describe it. It's like a pond or a basin. Oh, any location, pond or basin. Fence. Slope. Structure or building. So Qmart. Isn't that a QFC? Yeah, there you go. It feels like a mart where you go in and you buy like groceries and you come out. So QFC, Qmart, or Quickie Mart. I mean, there's tons of Quickie Marts. It's just a little gas station with a large parking. It's got to have a large. It's got to have a large parking area. It's got to have a wooden fence behind it. And it's got to have chain link. So it's a combination chain link and wood. It's got to be on a slope. So past the parking lot, there's got to be a slope. So the structure literally looks like this, right? So it's a big structure. Parking lot. There's a road behind it for access. Then there's a structure or fence, and then there's like chain link. So it's not completely wooden. It's just like it's kind of like this hybrid mess, and it's been kicked and damaged. Um, Nearby, and I don't know how far from this, is a pond or a basin. But the pond or basin, which you gotta, in order to build one of these, you have to disturb the soil all the way around. All this area is not disturbed. It's not untouched. It's just not part of that pond or basin. So there's like access to it from around. So it'd be kind of interesting. One of these days, maybe I'll take a look on Google Map and see what I can find. Um, so it's somewhere near something with a Q. It has a wood fence and a chain link fence. There's access. So there's a slope. There's access to this side. So which way am I? Okay, so let's do a quick north, south, east, west. Okay. So which way is that building facing? So I want to put the sun in the sky. So if you sit at the back fence, you watch the sun go side to side, but at an angle. So this is facing southwest. Huh. So it feels like it has a southwest facing. This is this would be going northeast maybe. So it's northeast. Okay, so this over here is northeast. That should be pretty easy to find. Proximity, current condition, current location. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do current condition right now. I'm just not up to facing that nightmare. Um, Proximity, school. Um, Gas station. Smells. I think the smell is coming from the store, but I'm not sure. But there's like the smell of organic, like deep fried foods. So it's got a tang on the air. Historical. So there's a historical site nearby, something about a tree. Right. Or is it a house? It feels like a tree. I might be wrong, but it feels like a tree. Um, that's nearby. Um, I keep getting raceway or race or like racing. Man, I don't know how to explain that, but it feels like competition. So there's a school nearby, there's a historical tree of some kind, there's race nearby or racing, or there's a competition. I gotta remember where Kirkland is at. I'll have to Google map this. Um, competition. Okay. Open that, turn to the left. So my co-pilot has nice. Wow. Qmart. Yeah, so go toward the train track or toward the bridge. Wow, look at that bridge. Oh my God, that's the what is that, the Duwamish? Is Kirkland by Aberdeen? No. I don't think Kirkland. Where is Kirkland? So my co-pilot just brought up a Google Map thing and it showed the Duwamish River. I mean, that would be friggin' amazing. Kirkland. Wow, it's huge. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, Kirkland Maps are Google Maps, but I want Google Earth. How do I get the satellite view? I'll have to play with it later. Anyways, um, where was I? Yeah, Kirkland, Washington. Arlington? The funny thing is, one I read was Kirkland. So if it's Arlington, then rock on. I mean, I'll have to check my Google. Do me a favor, check out where he's from or where this event took place. So if that Qmart by okay, so Kirkland, yeah, that would have been fantastic if it would have been Kirkland or Arlington, because that river would be a great draw to me. I would have been able to see that clear as a bell. So Google Earth it. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you take a look. I'll let you look for that, and I will keep on rocking. Click X in upper right of Google Maps. Oh, close. Yeah, I love Aberdeen. Aberdeen is it's got a cool feel. It's kind of like a decaying, musty place to visit. I would love to spend some more time down there. Okay. Well, you're taking care of that. I'm going to look at, oh, click layers. Where's layers? I can't find layers on my, it says Google Apps, but it doesn't bring up the layers. Oh, my computer crashed. Hold on. Come on, baby. Come on back on. Please reload the page. So my wonderful between the computer and the router I have, it's just it keeps crashing. So let me see. I gotta pull my Copilot up on my second computer to see what he's. Oh, I'm back. I don't know if Google Maps keeps crashing my computer or what the deal is. I just know it's not gonna make it much longer. So, uh, look up Jonathan Hoang to see where they took the videos. They took videos of him running down the street. Was it Arlington or Aberdeen or was it Kirkland? Find out where Jonathan Hoang. Uh, yeah, I know. I know. So one of my goals for my little endeavor here, because I really rely on my Copilot to do everything, was one of my endeavors was to actually make enough money to buy him a decent setup so he can literally do this with a newer computer, making sure I have the right information. Needless to say, the price of computer RAM and the price of computers has, and my lack of money has made that a little bit difficult. But we will get there. One day my Copilot will have a wonderful computer in order to browse the information while I, you know, mangle all my words and yeah, I know you can get the decent one for under 100, but I actually was looking at I think it was a 300 or 400 that had uh, uh I think it was 1 or 2 terabytes of RAM or yeah, RAM. No. Yeah, a huge RAM and a huge hard drive. So, um yeah. And that's the thing, $100 just so you do have a better computer is nothing. I just need to get I just need to, if we could find one person, I would be you would have that $100 computer plus probably another one to get the job done. I just I gotta get better at what I'm doing so that we can actually make a living at doing this. So, anyways, you look up Jonathan Hong. Look up his last known location. I'm going to look at. I'm not going to look at current condition, but I am going to look at current location. I'm going to see if. I mean, I've got all these proximity things. I have landmarks and I have things that are in the immediate area, but I don't have his current location. And this one is kind of a double whammy for tonight, so I'm just not going to do it. The funny thing is when I think of current location, I get an image of a I get the image of sleeping. I get the image of covered with the blanket, and I don't want to say comfortable, but it's just this. It's just an image of resting. So yeah, I don't know if I can do this one either. So um, yeah, I don't think I can do it tonight. So I'm gonna yeah, current location's out. So I'm not gonna do these two. I'm gonna do a recap. We'll call it good, and then maybe later on the week when I'm not so tired, we'll review everything. But current location and current condition are definitely going to hammer me, so I'm not going to. Yeah, and there's a good possibility he's alive. There's a very good possibility he's alive. And that's what I'm saying is all I see is a shoe that's in the ground upright. I don't see him here. But current condition and current location, I have a lot of emotional energy. Yeah, yeah. Having a locator. In fact, I have a good friend who locates very well. Um, I might talk to him, but as far as tonight goes, there's just like this massive amount of emotion over those two things. So I can't go down that road. Um, but yeah, let's look for a Q-Mart. Let's look for an area that has access for these two things, uh, and the school, the gas station, the historic tree, and a race. A racing. I don't know if it's cars or boats or airplanes. I don't know. All right, guys. I will try again later when I'm not too wiped out, not too burned out. So I'll put my big boy pants on and see if I can keep it together. Yeah, Aberdeen is ways away. So, but there's a lot of areas in Kirkland and the surrounding area that has all of these uh, ideal things. So yeah, it'd be really cool if he's alive. Maybe he's living in that RV. I mean, it's hard to say. Um, but we'll do it again next time, and I'll see if I can bring it together. It would be nice to find him alive. I'm not saying he's either alive or dead. I'm just saying that it'd be nice to find him alive, and I'm hoping that Fox News is right. So, got my fingers crossed, folks. Thanks for thanks for watching my little search for Jonathan and some of the details that I have about him. So, um, do do what we can. All right. Thank you very much. I'll catch you guys next time.